Hey everyone, Nuno here and welcome to today's video where I'm going to show you how to make a lot of money early on. It's going to be kind of like a mixture of basic tips for early start and also how to make a lot of million units in the first few hours of your gameplay. Now, early on, you don't really need as much money as you think so, but if you start early, definitely it's going to be a great improvement further on. So just before we start this game, as you guys can probably notice on the screen, I'm going to start a new save or a new game to show you guys how to do it. Now, the concept of this video will be, the point number one will be to mine Cobalt, which is probably one of the best items you can use and sell, basically, because every space station terminal, trade terminal, will have it to sell and buy. So that's definitely a great item to make money. But you also have to have in mind that try to get as much gold, silver, salt, and chlorine as possible. It may be possible to get them eventually early on, depends on the planet you are on, but if not, at least you try to get it. I mean, gold and silver, you can get it whenever you repair your ship and you go into space. You can destroy the asteroids and you will get gold, silver, and other resources over there, but definitely something important. Now, the main goal in here and early on, what you have to focus is to mine Cobalt as much as possible, like 1,000 or more, so that you can later on play with the trade market or the trade terminal and sell on a high price, and by selling a high quantity you will make the price go down, and eventually you can buy it back at a cheaper price and you will make a profit because you will have you sold, you make money, and you get it back the same amount. You may even get more. So let's start the game. Now, the first thing you have to do early on is to basically repair your exosuit, repair your multi-tool, repair your ship, try not to die, and at the same time try to extract as much raw materials as possible, like carbon, ferrite, oxygen, sodium, I think it's sodium. So try to extract as much as you can because they will be extremely important. To mine Cobalt, you need to find a cave, and I think we are lucky because normally most of the time all the planets that you spawn on when you start, you will have a cave nearby. If not nearby where you are right now, it will be near your where your ship is or something like that. And this example is great because you guys can see we have already a cave. I mean, everything is still turning on, but as you guys can see, we have a cave right in here. And it's, well, we also have one in here, right? We have, is this a cave? No, this is, well, yeah, it is, kind of. But either way, one of the things I'm gonna do early on, because I do not like this kind of view, is to change. I'm still an old school player, so I prefer the first person view. And this mine is great because look at it. You can see this. This is Cobalt. These are you call it stagnatites or stegmatites. I don't know how you call it. But as you guys can see, there's a lot of Cobalt. Now, the thing in here is, let's go inside the cave so that the weather condition will not destroy us. Now, what we want to do in here is to extract as much Cobalt as possible, but also try to extract ferrite and carbon. Sometimes these mines will have carbon. Oh, look, we have carbon in here, so let's extract it. Not right now. Yeah, we have to focus on carbon, but not just carbon. We have, when you go into a cave, you have access to oxygen and other. What does this do anything in here? No, this is just so you'll have access to oxygen and other things. I'm not sure we have carbon in here, not yet. I mean, we have carbon outside. You have to also destroy these Azurus flora because they will give you, like I said, oxygen or sodium, and like, well, here it is. One give me oxygen, the other one will give me sodium. And these are important raw materials, and as you guys can see, we already have carbon, oxygen and sodium. I'm gonna place them on a down below tier. And let's also extract Cobalt. So the main goal in here is to extract as much as we can early on, so that whenever we go to the space station, we will have like more than 1,000. Let's place this in here. More than 1,000 Cobalt minerals, and these ones we can sell because they're being sold everywhere. Every trade terminal will sell it, be it on trade posts or a minor settlement or even on the space station. They will sell it. And definitely if they sell it, you can so if the terminal will sell it, you can sell it to them, so instead of buying it. So I'll explain it later on. For now, let me just skip ahead and just farm as much as I can, and whenever this is ready, I will talk with you guys. Okay guys, so I'm back and I've been mining quite a little bit. So overall I got a few Terra Cobalts, which I don't really know what they're used for, but I think we could sell them for quite a nice amount of units. I mean, it's not huge amounts, but not bad at all. Also the Vortex Cube can be sold by the same way. So these are kind of like bonus together with the Storm Crystal that I got it in here. So that's not bad at all. While farming on the caves, I was able to get a lot of Cobalt. Also from some geodes, I was able to get some ionized Cobalt, which is good. Also, we can sell it. I got a little bit of gold and silver from those stegmatites or something like that. And the most important thing, I was able to get carbon and ferrite dust on the caves. Although I did get a little bit of sodium, not as much as I wanted, and definitely not enough oxygen that I'm gonna need more than I have. Either way, now it's time to continue the quest, and you guys can see in here our first quest is the Awakening. So we have to go now find our ship, which is somewhere around here, 500 units or meters away. I could just be careful with these Azuros Flora. Oh, nice oxygen. Oh, there's a few more Vortex cubes. That's good. I can get as much as I possibly could out of it. As you guys can see, we could definitely continue extracting Cobalt, but I have so much right now. It's enough for crashing the market whenever I have the time for going there. It's not worth extracting more carbon for now, I don't think so. So let's just jump out of here. But as you guys can see, there's so much Cobalt right now in here that is kind of like crazy. Okay, so now we are out here, and let's find our ship, which is not far away from that. Oh, we can definitely harvest carbon from these trees, by the way. Never too much. And also some ferrite dust. Like I said, it's never too much. Never too much. Let's jump ahead. What about it? Okay, I cannot get that one. Just get a little bit of ferrite. Oh, look. Nice. We also have, near our ship, we have caves. That's even better. Either way, so let me just fix a few things, fix the ship, a few more things like the visor, and I'll be back right in no time. Okay guys, so we have just landed a new planet. Let me just get some units from this creature. As you guys can see, you have very few units, and most of them are from just discovering new things. But one of the things I've noticed, it's another way to extract cobalt, and this planet is great because look at it. We have a cobalt deposit. So let's just drive through that and let's see if it how it works. I'm still doing the, by the way guys, I'm still doing the mission for, oh, there's a trading post. Is that minor settlement? Ooh, that's good. We have a minor settlement. Okay guys, so let's just pause here on the minor settlement. And this is good. This planet is really good for many reasons. First of all, it doesn't have a bad atmosphere, so I think that's great. And but first, let's go to the Cobalt deposit. Cobalt. I always have a difficulty calling it. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Now, the only way to get it out is by using a Terran manipulator on your multi-tool, which is something, because when you progress on the story you will get, all you have to do is dye hydrogen jelly and carbon nanites, which are quite easy to do because we did get enough resources. And there you go. We have already the two of them. Let's install it. I think I'm going to install it in here, and we can. All right, we have a Terran manipulation tool right now. Now the secret in here is that as you guys can see, we can change the size we want. I'm just going to the shortest one because that's the best option I have for making it the maximum I can. And now you see I'm extracting it, and this way I can extract quite a lot of it. I'm not sure how big this deposit is, but I'm sure we will be able to get more than 1,000 cobalt. So that's another way of mining resources. You also have to have, it's good also to check out other resources that you can mine like this. Some of them could be copper, gold, silver, salt. Salt is important, by the way. It's a good way of making money. And yeah, let's just extract this. This is a small one, it's not a big one, so not much happening in here. We'll be able to extract it, all of it, in no time. Okay, so we extracted the entire cobalt and we got not bad. I think 300 maybe more. I don't remember how much I had before. Either way, let's now go back to our ship. I have no idea. Oh, there it is. Okay, I already have you, right? Oh, but I don't have these ones. Let's get these units from these guys. Now, here's a good thing about minor settlements. Minor settlements have two good things, and we can use, because I haven't yet been able to go into because I haven't been yet able to go into the stars. By the way, let me just unlock. I have. Oh, okay, I need copper. Because I haven't been able to go upstairs, we're gonna use the terminal in this minor settlement just to show how it can be done. Okay, so the secret in here to make a lot of money is when you go into a terminal, first you go to the buy items, so you're gonna see what they're selling. So the good thing about this is you understand that they sell cobalt, they sell also sodium, ferrite dust, silver, and paraffinium. Okay, We don't have enough silver to make a big impact or anything else, but we do have enough cobalt. And the good thing about this is that when we crash the price in this settlement, it won't affect the biggest ones, okay? At least not that I'm aware of, not the station one. And where the station is where you have a lot more units. But, and if you do this correctly, you will crash it to the point that you'll be able to buy 161 and still be on profit. So let's just turn it on. So just so that I don't have this way, as you guys can see, it already has maximized the amount of items you can sell. So let's go to Cobalt, and we're gonna sell 3,320 Cobalt units for 656,000 units. So we sell it, and we're gonna get a profit. We get 661,000, and now we go back, and you guys can see the price now has crashed, and we're going to buy back what we sold them for 164. In fact, why not buy even more? Because we are in profit, right? So let's buy the entire stock, 160 more than they had, if I'm not mistaken, and we buy everything back for 172, and that is, and you guys can see in here, a profit of 400,000. Now 400,000 is not that much if we think about it, but the fact is, when we go back into the system up there, we will be able to sell it for back again and get even more. And then when the market has crashed, it will stay there for a few hours, and it's something that will happen, and that's why you want to, after crashing the market, you want to focus on continuing your quest story and having the warp technology available. So let me just extract some nanites in here. Let me just, since I'm in here in this minor settlement, let me just look into this multi-tool. It's a class A multi-tool, definitely better than the one I have, but I'm a bit short on units. Not, you see, it's not even 1 million, but I'm short on units, and that means I'm not going to be able to buy this one yet. I'm not even sure I'm going to buy it later on. Another thing you can do in here, and is to help you get more exosuit slots, is to buy from this guy, the technology, the guy that sells the blueprints. You can buy from him, and I'm going to show you what the name of it. On the components, you can buy the drop pod coordinates. Now it's expensive. We're talking about, I could buy the 4 of them, but I would lose pretty much all my profit at the moment. I wouldn't do that. It's not yet critical for me, although it's getting a bit full, but I still have the starship, and I'm going to sell all the other stuff. By the way, since I'm here on this market and a few things, I can start already selling things that I don't need at all. Among them, let me go into the starship. I can sell the vortex cubes. It's not much money, but I get some of it. Also the storm crystal, nice amount of money. The Terra Cobalt, I don't think I need it. Sell it. I mean, I may need it in the future, but yeah, for now it's okay. And if I go into my exosuit, I'm going to sell the marrow bulbs. I don't need them. I could sell ionized cobalt, but I'm gonna keep it. Gold and salt, I'm gonna keep it also. I need to increase the amount of salt. I don't have enough, and gold and silver, so that's why I didn't even try to sell any of it. Cobalt, I have enough, and that's why I'm doing it. By the way, I could do the same thing with ferrite dust. And in fact, if you need some kind of resource, let's say ferrite dust, you need more than you need a huge amount of it. You can use this system, so sell everything you have. I mean, the amount of ferrite dust that I have would be enough to crash the price on the market, and then buy it back from a shorter price. You can see it's plus 13, the 120 I have in here. So if I sell, let me see, I sell everything. Let me go back in here. so that I can. And let's test it out, okay? So let's go sell everything we have in here for 24,000, and now let's go buy it back for basically, as you guys can see, the price went down 44%, and I'm gonna buy more than I sold. Not as much because they don't have that many. The amount of it is not as much as you could see, but we buy everything they have. So everything I sold plus what they had in stock for 50,000. That's a small profit. It's not big, but hey, you got it cheaper. And you can do the same thing for oxygen. I won't do it because I don't have enough oxygen, but that's something you can do. Sodium, you can do that. You can do that for pretty much everything else you have in here if you have enough quantity. Okay guys, so I'm gonna continue the storyline, the quest line, and I'm going to go into the space station where we're going to do it again, and eventually whenever we have, and then when I have the warp and I warp to another system, I'll show you guys everything again. So I'll be okay guys, so I have finished pretty much the missions that were required to fix the ship. I do not have yet, as you guys can see, I don't have yet the hyperdrive that allows me to warp from system to system, but I now have access to the space station. In fact, I already had access before, but now I really have to go to the space station in order to basically in order to continue the story. And we are going to the space station, by the way. Let me just pulse engine drive into it. And what we're going to do there, I'm going to use the trade terminal, and I'm going to show you guys again how to make a lot of money out of it playing with the trade the trade market. Now the good thing about this is that by doing it, and you still need, by the way, you still need to have the warp technology in order to make a lot of money, a lot of millions, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna crash the price on this system, and after you crash the price in the system will be the price will be down for quite a long time. I mean, quite a few hours of gameplay, and therefore you won't be able to sell it again for a while. So it's good to jump from system to system. But either way, let's go into the trade terminal, which is okay. So let's go into the trade terminal, and this is how I do it, okay? Normally what I do is I see what they're selling, so I go into the buy, and I see, okay, the price of the Cobalt, as you guys can see, is plus 10%, and they do have quite a lot more quantity in here. They have 1,454, I'm sorry, and I'm gonna sell all the ones I have, and I'm gonna buy these, and by doing that I will still have a profit, and I will have more 1,000 more units of Cobalt. So yeah, let me see if, oh, they also have ionized Cobalt, but I do not have enough for it. One other item you should also have in mind if you are able to get is chlorine. Chlorine is very good regarding in price, but the only thing is that not all the systems will have it on their trade system, so you have to be careful. So if you get this, you're gonna get a lot more money than Cobalt, of course, but the fact is you won't be able to sell it every time. And of course silver. Now I have silver, but not enough to play with the market. Anyways, let me just go out this way. I can sell it without having to go and select it all. Okay, let's sell the entire Cobalt. So that's 600,000, which is good. And we already have 1,400,000. Hopefully by getting the entire batch, it's not, we're gonna have like 1 million. And I only did it 2 times, one on the miner settlement that I've shown you guys before, and now here on the trade terminal. And as you guys can see, the price of the Cobalt is now minus 78%, which is crazy. And not only I can buy back what I sold for 600,000 plus what they had, and I still have a lot of profit. Okay, so that's basically it. Like I said, you can do it with other things in here. Now, another way you can make a lot of money is with wiring looms. The only issue of them is that the amount of slots in your inventory that you need, it's a problem, because you guys can see 79. You need, each slot will allow you to have 5 if it's on the let me show you. On the general tab, you can get 5 looms. On the cargo though, you can get 10 looms. But either way, as you guys can see, there's like a limit on your inventory, and that kind of sucks. But hey, that's another way that you can make a lot of money. And yeah, that's basically it. Anyways, after you do sell your first batch on the star on your star system, what you can do is continue the story, which is something I'm gonna do, and then be able to warp from system to system, and then sell it from on every system that you join, because every system you join or every system you go visit, they will have Cobalt for sale, and you're gonna be able to make a lot of profit. Anyways, guys, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope to see you guys soon with more content for No Man's Sky, and not just No Man's Sky, other games also. So yeah, leave a comment if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.